on your chin. Oh, yeah. This is the Goin Deep Show.
Okay, I think I got everything going. You sound good? You sound all right?
Check, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a miracle. Remember we were here last time?
Oh, it's a miracle.
It took how long did it take for us to get everything going last
30
time?
30 years. Yeah.
You know, I actually took all the gear to work today, and I just messed around with it.
Nice.
Just to kind of get an idea. I hate that I have to take my glasses off now in order to properly see anything.
Wow, you need bifocals.
I do.
You don't already have bifocals?
No, I need to get some. I do.
My kid's like, my eyes aren't that bad. I just need them for far away. The doctor said, I put on his glasses. I'm like, your glasses prescription is the same as mine. And I've got bifocals. I'm like, seeing far away. Kid, don't bullshit me on this. But I actually had halos yesterday when I was driving, which I haven't had.
I'm starting to get like some... I don't know. Something's not right.
Yeah, it could be diet. Could be a lot of different things.
Too much alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol.
Too much drinking. Okay, I'm going to try something here. I have... Can I turn this all the way down? Okay, so I have... Welcome to the podcast, everybody. Every time I get a new app, I gotta play with it, right?
I know you like to play with things, but apps are usually a new technology. I did check out Flipboard a little bit.
So this is what I'm looking at here.
Oh, wow. Nice little mix.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Full control of handling stuff. Like, watch, let's say I want to mess this up. Okay, watch, I'll go like... It's wild.
That's what she said.
So, yeah, I was just fucking around with this, playing with this shit.
So, do you want to get the business out of the way first? The little plugs, the little...
Dude, so what's your take on Vinny's skin? I mean,
I was going to talk to you about that. That's...
I don't know. Am I in the right spot here? Like,
Vinny?
I got to figure out where the hot spot is. Is it really here, or is it over there?
Ooh.
Which one? It's right here.
It's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there. Rub it. Flick it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. So Vincent's skin.
What do you think of that?
I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I listened to it this morning on the way up, work-wise. It was more entertaining than listening to people talk about Clown Prince's The King's 100 Days of Non-Accomplishments. So,
wow.
but I know that's not much to say much to jump that hurdle. But no, it's really good. I like the informative snippets. I've actually recommended it to a few people.
We've got a good amount of downloads considering it's something that didn't exist.
It's only a week old. It's just a baby.
Yeah.
He's just a baby.
For a show that just started like a week ago, I think we got to like almost 300 downloads.
Nice.
I mean, that's not a ton of downloads, but it's, it's decent. It's nothing to, could be worse.
And by the way, any heavy breathing you hear, it's Maximus.
The puppy.
It's the big old husky.
So I think
we're doing remote today, guys.
I love coming here and doing this stuff. By the way, it's to me, it just gets me away from the. You get kind of. I mean, it's comfortable downtown.
Yeah.
But I think we're done recording down there. I think we're gonna record maybe one more weekend down there, and then probably go back to
the studio.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's warmer now, and I got to worry about the cold, and that's half the battle of doing anything when you.
Don't have to worry about beer freezing and busting open. Such a shame. So yeah.
So the Vinny Skinwell stuff, everybody, if you don't know what we're talking about, head over to. It's only on iTunes right now, or Apple Podcasts. You can only get it through Apple Podcasts because I don't want to spend any extra money to host server stuff, and I already pay for the space to do it there. I am. It's not that I'm cheap. It's just that I'm poor.
Thrifty. It's called thrifty.
Thrifty, that's for sure. But head over to look for "Get Bent" with Vince Skinwell. That's the thing to go look at.
That's the best title because "Get Bent." With the way things are today, how could you not be just a little bent? But if you're listening to it, a couple of things you could pour for this. You can always go with a little bit of peanut butter whiskey and some Dr. Pepper strawberry.
Strawberry Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, a little PB&J action there. This right now, what we're drinking is some Guinness Stout mixed with a little bit of champagne.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I just now that you say the champagne, I mean you mentioned it a minute ago, but now I taste it. It
brings out the fruitiness and the Guinness,
good.
Which I was surprised. You would never think of Guinness being a fruity kind of a beer, but the two together, it's a good shift from a normal black and tan.
So one thing I thought about today before I got here is I'm trying to set up a portable video streaming setup too.
Yes.
So one of the things I'm looking to purchase is Rode has this little Streamer X device. But one of the cool things about it is you can send out a signal to this device, which is going to then stream out over the internet. But my intentions are, I want to get a flat screen, a smaller screen, so that when I'm looking at it, in this kind of an instance, what I'm looking at on the screen, you would have a screen in front of you as well, which mirrors the exact same thing I'm looking at, which would be kind of... But your screen would be a touch screen. Mm-hmm. So I could bring up a sound effect or whatever, and you could actually hit it from your side, too, at the same time. Shit. So it's like all sorts of fun.
Don't do that to me, because if I have something to touch in front of me, I already talk over you half the fucking time.
Nobody's worried about it. That's
kind of cool, but
it's part about being what originally podcast was. We don't know. We never had any training for this. Everybody who listens to us out of probably just out of habit. At this point, they're not listening to us to get anything, really.
Well, and here's the fun fact of it. I know you shared in one of the previous episodes where streaming services of podcasts, more the video, are going to wind up on some streaming live services. So you never know where we might show up in the future.
I've never really pushed out anything when it comes to doing any of this. Just I've always tried to keep it so that it's
organic,
kind of underground still, and I think it's mainly because when I used to work at the newspaper, one of the first conversations they had with me after we were on the cover of the Saginaw News back in 2007.
Yeah, I remember you sharing
2007. So it was more of a, okay, I have to save my way of making a living. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you don't talk about work, do you? I'm like, no, who the fuck wants to talk about work? Work's boring as shit. I'm not going to talk about that shit.
Yeah, I got nailed with that when I was at AT&T at the Death Star. And I spoke out about, the copper lines, getting rid of the old phone lines in rural areas. And I just reshared it on social media. And one of my bosses in the center is like, hey, you need to delete that. You need to remove it. I'm like, why? It's my freedom of speech. Yeah. I'm not affecting, I'm not bashing anything. And next thing you know, I'm union president. So fuck them.
I think as we get older, saying stuff that is more controversial is fun to do. Mm-hmm. But as we know, we live in a world now where we can lie 24/7 with nothing. We don't got to be held accountable for anything we say nowadays because our faithful leader there, what's Kim Jong's name again?
Cheeto?
What's Kim Cheeto Jong?
Yeah. The guy that pressured Amazon Bezos today to remove, which I think it was a really great idea to show where the cost is coming from something you're buying.
Did he actually pressure them back?
Yeah, they removed it. But also I had a friend of mine geniusly put some shit in their little shopping cart on another site and waited, and they've been watching how much the cost goes up while it's sitting there. Yeah. So it's
Well, I mean, the story today has been how many ships aren't showing up with anything in them, and or not showing up at all. And I don't know. It's I hate to get worked up over all the time, but it's hard not to get worked up over all the time. It's you wake up and I don't know how many times I grab my phone in the morning. I look at it, I go like, please don't let me see that name or that fucking face. And it's usually you almost gotta like say to yourself, this guy's ego must be insane. He's literally the most famous human being on the planet. It's true. Name number 2. Who's the second most famous person on the planet? Probably Elon.
Mickey Mouse. No, just kidding.
But I mean, he's at this point he is a fucking character. He's not like a real person.
There was one yesterday that was popping around about what it takes to date his granddaughter, the Don Jr., because she's already after 17 years old. Started her own company worth over $1 million just on her own, and she's
even
fucking hot.
Even without Grampy helping.
Yeah. Yep. So,
I hate to say it, but it's because we have to go back to almost grade school, childish, basing everything and every insult on their appearance, and I think it's mainly because that's kind of how he is at this point too, but. This past week, the thing that I find the most hilarious is finding clips of him talking about Sleepy Joe when this motherfucker can't even keep his eyes open at the Pope's fucking...
I know. And not following dress code in a nice Monica Lewinsky navy blue colored suit.
So I love the irony. I love the hypocrisy of that all and stuff. But
also, the conversation that Melania has been replaced with some kind of look-alike to show up at these events. So, yeah, there's all kinds of craziness.
I don't think she is. I think she's just getting old. Well, she's just old now.
Also, this was unprecedented, but normally to these events, the former presidents and the current president take Air Force One together, and that did not happen. Actually, I just think Sleepy Joe and Trump need to put the gloves on. Put him in a ring. Let him have at it.
Somebody was talking today about how... Why don't you ever see Trump in sunglasses? Does he ever wear sunglasses?
That was another thing.
I don't know.
You Google search Trump in sunglasses, and you'll find he'll never wear them, except for the crazy deal of looking at the sun with the eclipse.
He's a fucking wacko. I have clips, but they're loading right now of this just brilliant motherfucker. I haven't synced up our iPad. I want to commemorate something though. It was about 5 years ago, this week, where Trump suggested we inject ourselves with all sorts of cleaning products and we shoot light into ourselves to stop the COVID. So we got to salute him for this. Where's my applause?
Can you remember being in your studio and all of us wearing masks and shit on until I was like, are you okay with taking them down?
It's fucking great. Thank you, Tom, for your genius suggestions.
Well, and people are still, I just talked to one of my family members. They went in because of their work. They had to get a COVID booster shot. And
still to this day?
Yeah, stuff we don't, think about after it was such a big deal.
I mean, it was a big fucking deal, man. It fucked. I'll tell you what it fucked. It fucked 24-hour restaurants.
Yep.
It fucked anything after 9 p.m. if you want to get some food anywhere.
Grocery stores, shit like that.
It's just, yeah. It's just what it was like to live back in the 50s and 60s.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's had its pluses and minuses, but businesses are still recovering and bouncing back when it comes to it.
If those of you don't remember, I'm going to play this clip if I can get it to load up here.
Yeah.
What's up, puppy dog? I think I can get this thing to load up here if I've signed in. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Listen to this shit. This is from 5 years ago.
Whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light. And I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Get the right folks who could. Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or
This is your leader, motherfuckers.
See, it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number on the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use.
This is the fucking leader of the free world.
It sounds interesting to me. And so we'll see. But the whole concept of the light, the way it kills it in 1 minute. That's
He kills it in 1 minute.
1 minute, just as fast as he comes over Stormy Daniels in 1 minute.
This is the guy that we voted for the second time around. It's what you people fucking voted for.
He's a master at like either repeating the same thing over and over again, still thinking that we're all going to believe it. If he repeats it long enough and enough times, it'll become the truth.
Well, that was the thing this week with they were fact checking him like crazy on the eggs and gas prices. That was my favorite thing this week. Eggs and gas prices, and it was him saying that there's gas at $1.78.
Should have just
know where they? I'm like, where the fuck? Where the fuck is $1.78? I haven't seen that.
$3.39 a gallon from here all the way up to 75, and it was $2.87 yesterday.
But yeah, it's just.
But somebody else get blamed for that. It won't be him.
No. My favorite was this week when he said, I was just joking when I said I could have the war done in 24 hours. I was just joking.
That's his backpedal. No way was he joking. The man is a con artist. He will say anything to get what he wants. And it still amazes me the people that still buy his bullshit and believe it. I don't know if it's because they don't want to admit they're wrong, because, they've stuck by him for so long. They want to just ride it till the wheels fall off or not. But it's the same way with dipshit, RFK Jr., in the Department of Health. And Hegseth, with also firing people that'll oppose him. So, because he opened up a Signal account and started sending messages to his brother, his wife, his lawyer in regards to the same bombing that was going on.
Do you think they might be streaming out the rally right now?
I'm sure that it is.
I'm going to jump on YouTube here quick just to see if we can stream that. Just to see. He's got to be. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
The first 100 days. Of course, it's important. But I don't know. It's hard not to, like I said, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm done with it. I don't give a shit about it anymore. But you can't help it. It's going to fuck us all. It's going to fuck us all right up.
A few more years unless something happens. But, hey, you were at a cool, fun, it's just a yearly annual event.
Oh, my God.
That's been going on, for 20 years? No.
It was the 20th one.
Wow.
It was the 20th 80s Fest. Had a good time. Was there with Sookie and fucking Erasure. Yeah, it was good.
So there's certain people that are still there every year doing the same costume, like Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, is it? They must pay him to be there.
My
gotta be.
My buddy that does the Billy Idol lookalike that I went to high school with.
He was there.
That actually used to be in what was it? Maybe August, the band local here.
Mick Dundee.
Yeah.
Crocodile Dundee was there.
I don't know if you noticed, but the girls that were the Addicted to Love, Rachel, and that from Bay City here.
Which one?
Oh, it's her. Oh, it's always
former
her.
Hooters. Former Hooters.
No.
Different one.
It would be Diego Unchained's first wife.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Did you by any chance catch that a Diego Unchained episode came out this weekend?
I did listen to
it. It was a great one, though. Wasn't it a great episode?
Always. The fun fact is her dad and I used to be in the same band. back in the 80s. So, yeah.
That costume was great. I got tons of photos. I sent you a handful of them. But as the night progresses, it's always one of those things where it's like, okay, we got to drive home. We gotta drive home.
It's always scary coming out of there, and you've got like 2 different options to come back to Bay City.
Yeah,
from Frankenmuth. So you got to be careful.
And that weekend, it costs an arm and a leg if you want to get a hotel in that town.
Yes,
it's way too much to get a hotel
place, there. No matter what, costs an arm and a leg because of all the tourism that happens there. So all the tour buses that come over from our friends in Canada, elbows up. So
it was good to be there on a Friday night. I don't think I've ever gone to the Friday night one. I've always heard about the Friday night one, and it was cool to see more rock and roller stuff there. There were no Michael Jacksons. There were no Madonnas there. There were not a lot of. You know what? I want to go. I want to do Cosby Sweater one time.
I still have his albums here.
I wore my Jose Canseco jersey, and I got forearm bashed by a bunch of people like, Jose. There were a bunch of Tiger, a bunch of Trammell jerseys. So
nice.
I love when they mix it up sports-wise. There was Mr. T, there was the Cheech and Chong, and there was, if they were smart, they would do like a photo booth where the images kick right up to the internet automatically so that other people can see all the stuff.
Right. That makes a lot of sense, and I'm surprised they don't have somebody on that yet. My fun fact is I still have my Levi's denim jacket, red tab, that I bought back in 1983.
A buddy of mine used to wear his old baseball jackets that he would have as well. It's a great event. And back in 2013, I think it was, National Geographic showed up. Do you remember this? National Geographic was there for a thing called 80s, the decades that made us, and you can find it on the internet. I watched the first couple episodes, but I'm not sure which one it was that featured Frankenmuth, but I remember them having a scaffolding in the middle and filming a bunch of stuff, and I can vaguely remember them having a bunch of shots and stuff around the event.
You know, that venue that they use, since they've converted it over to that versus an old tent that they used to use.
Is that what it was? Is an old tent?
Oh, yeah, it was an old tent that they used for Bavarian in. Oktoberfest, back when World Festival of Beers started there.
I love the World Festival of Beers.
That's actually the birth of... The first time I heard about Hell's Half Mile was running into Alan there at 2004. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, I got this idea. We're going to do this in Bay City. It's going to be all these movies, blah, blah, blah. They've been doing it in Traverse City. I want to bring it to this area. And I'm like, all right, great. Sign me up. What can I do to help out? And that's back when that all shit happened.
Do you know what's really funny that they say that? That is 2004. There must have been something going on that year because that's when we started the podcast. Hell's Half Mile started. The vintage baseball team started. All in 2004. 2004 was the brainchild and the ideas. 2005 was the first full-fledged year of us doing it. And that stuff's still around.
Wow.
I mean, it's pretty crazy if you think about it. Yeah. Something must be happening. In 2004, some shit went down where everybody was like...
heavy shit.
Well, it was... how old was I then? 28, 29 years old.
Mm-hmm. I was just turning 40 back
fucking time.
God, 2005. This is both the kid and my milestone birthdays this year.
I know it's going to be pretty...
Him turning the old 50. You could send cards, gifts, and letters, or just a lot of fucking booze to Going Deep.
AARP's memberships. I get those fucking things in the mail and I'm like, oh, God. Jesus Christ, man.
And it does give you some discounts to some shit.
The thing is, I feel okay. Like, my body feels all right. My legs feel fine. My back, a little bit, maybe a month ago, was feeling a little bit, like, rough. But right now, I'm dealing with just some tendonitis in my elbows. That's it. I hit batting practice last week. I got a game coming up on Saturday this week. I'll be fine. Pop some painkillers and do some fucking... drinking and I'll be fine. I'll be out there causing trouble. I cut the grass yesterday for the first time though, And I got halfway through this thing, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? My yard is a fucking...
You got like an
beast.
acre or so behind you, don't
It's
you?
an acre and a half.
Shit.
It's huge. It's gigantic. I get... when I
Do you
get
have a rider?
I used to have a rider, and I deliberately didn't get a rider for just so I get out there and get some cardio in. But now I feel like it takes away from me getting other stuff done that I need to get done because I'm so much slower than I was. In the past, when you're a kid, you're just like, but I think last night, it was the first time I realized that I know how I'm going to die. I'm going to die
Mowing the lawn.
shoveling snow, raking leaves in the fall, or mowing the grass in the spring. It's
The Holy Trinity.
That's where it's going to be. I'm going down one way. One of those three ways. I'm hitting the dirt.
But you're shoveling the snow method, the Z method. There is pretty damn good.
You know what? I think the shoveling the snow one's going to be the one because in the wintertime, you go out there and you're like, yeah, whatever, I got this. And you usually are trying to hustle because you wake up to snow and you're like, oh shit, I got to get out of here. And you're doing it a little quicker and you're trying to go. I mean, that's how, which TV News 5 guy was the one that bit the dust?
Oh, fuck.
I can't remember what the fuck his name was. He was a very famous news
It wasn't
television
Woody.
TV5 guy. No, it wasn't Woody. It was, I can't remember what the fuck this dude's name was.
Sam Merrill.
Sam Merrill. It was Sam Merrill.
Shit. Yeah, he was a good guy. Allison. Remember Allison?
Where's my correct answer button? Today, right before I got here, I gotta have a correct
I wonder
answer
if she's still
button.
in Chicago.
Tonight, we're watching. I hate to do this, but I'm going there. Back in 2013, I started a podcast called Breakfast with Kid, BWK. I did 120 episodes, me by myself. I would get up on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. I would go outside. The nights before, I remember laying in bed with my ex-wife, and I would come up with headlines, and I would know what I was going to talk about. But I would always go out to my studio at 5:30 in the morning. I'd turn on the headline news, but headline news was led in by some like murder mystery show, right? And how it would work was Robin Meade. If you look up Robin Meade, she's this gorgeous brunette, big old boobies, but she has this raspy voice, like she just got done smoking. She had a raspy little voice. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, right?
Oh, yeah.
But she was gorgeous. Well, they would take breaks, and when they would take a break, I'd kick over to TV5, and I fell in love with Daphne DeLorean. Do you remember Daphne DeLorean?
I remember Daphne.
Who doesn't remember
You
Daphne?
saw my head go like, what?
Who doesn't remember Daphne DeLorean, right? She was fucking beautiful. So
She was like, what was it, Marianne to... Oh, trying to remember here. Ginger. Marianne to Ginger kind of girl.
Daphne DeLorean was a gorgeous brunette, cute as hell. And so we're watching. I just left Bay City Bills a couple minutes ago, and we're watching the TV news, and this blonde girl comes onto the screen. And I'm an evil person. When I turn to Rachel, and I go, oh, that's a fail. It was wrong. It's wrong of me. It's wrong of me to say that was a fail. Oh. But it was a fail a little bit. Don't get me wrong. This girl she's still cute and she's young and she's wearing glasses and let's put it this way. She looked nerdy, which means she's probably fucking Hellcat in the fucking sack. You know what I mean? Sometimes those nerdy girls are just like, they fucking go over the top. They're get a little extra going. But then I had to explain to Erasure, like, this is not up to my standards as far as Daphne DeLorean or remember Catherine Bodak?
I remember, yeah.
Catherine Bodak! Good Lord! These fucking brunette girls doing the weather is like something else. So I want to tell you this. This is even more fucked up than when I'm making it, okay? So Erasure, I'm showing her pictures of the two of these girls, and then we're drinking a couple more, eating some tacos, and then she gets up and goes to the bathroom.
You eating her taco?
No.
Oh, damn it.
So I go to... I immediately grab my phone and I look up. I remember Daphne DeLorean has a podcast, right? So I go to the podcast app on the phone, and this is so fucking wrong. I search for her name, right? Where's my fucking phone? Is it right here? It's in my pocket. Ah. So I search for her name in the Apple Podcast app, right? So it's nowhere to be found. Her podcast is nowhere to be found. But what is found?
She's got a For You Only page?
I wish. Jesus Christ, she'd make a fucking killing. So what does come up are 4 episodes of the Goin Deep show from 2015 and 16, where we mention her, and she is literally in the transcript.
Oh, boy.
Her show is nowhere to be found, but
yours is.
Goin Deep show is
Ours
fucking,
is.
yeah, it's just
Awesome.
it's fucking right there.
It would be even cooler if she actually listened to those shows.
No, because she'd be like, this guy's a fucking sick fucking pig. He's talking about licking
Aren't
my
we
pussy
all?
and stuff and doing all sorts of dirty shit to me. That's why I masturbate to it only, and I don't acknowledge it exists.
And that's why your arm hurts.
Dude, I was not talking about me masturbating to it. I was talking about her masturbating to it. Girls, listen, girls don't.
You never hear girls complaining about tennis elbow from masturbating too much.
Because they just got to grip onto that buzzy thing.
So, actually, that's a good thing. You know, you just brought up because of toys. Different shapes. Women have so many choices. I know we've talked about like the whole monster kind of looking like a dragon, and then you got the rabbit. It used to be just one that was like the end all vibrator. That was a personal massager, the wand that everybody used. Women did back in the day. But guys, what do we have? We've got
our hand. If we have anything extra, we're creeps as fuck.
Yeah, you know, fleshlight, maybe molded after somebody's body part.
So this morning, right? This is so fucking bad. So Rachel, she gets me this new electric fucking toothbrush, right?
Yeah.
So I charged the fucker up a few days ago, and
used
it's
it.
in the fucking bathroom. So we get up for work today, and I go into the fucking bathroom and I fucking grab the thing and I start fucking put it in my mouth. She's like, that thing is fucking powerful. So I like get on my knees and I like just it's literally in my mouth.
How many
right?
different speeds does it have?
Well, it's one of those where it tells you when to like shift sections of your mouth. You've seen these where it's like,
I've had it.
You go upper quarter, go to the quarter, you know, it tells you all these things. So I immediately, when she says, that thing's really got some power, so I like get down on my knees and I like start fucking angling it up. I'm like, I'm like, she's like, what the fuck? It was hilarious.
And then she probably after that, it's like, all right,
She's
let's
like,
get
ready
back to it. All about
It was it was pretty funny though. It is. It's powerful. It sounds just like a fucking vibrator. It sounds just like it.
See, and you just triggered a memory with that of like going back to where everything was something you could tease. You know, the person you're with.
Don't you wish you could go back and dial all the raunchy, over the top shit that you've known or seen, just so you can feel that, like, so something.
The first time doing it. Yeah.
When you'll see a beautiful woman even out and about now at this time of the year, you see them all over the place. When you see them now, you look to yourself and you're like, fuck, don't look at that. It's way too young for you. Just keep fucking going. I just, and that's coming from me who's dated women. I mean, the one girl, shit, she was fucking almost 28 years younger than me, you know? But when you do that kind of shit, it's like a reality check. It's like, okay, you did that thing. Fucking move on with life. Don't be a Bill Belichick.
Did you see that where she just had that look on her face during that interview of like, we're not talking about this. How we met? Nope, ain't gonna happen.
I have to pull my show notes up on this because I have so many comments. And
There are so many. But here I thought you were going to say, like, you know, hey, do you remember the first time you had a Hall's cough drop in your mouth and you went down on your girlfriend and breathed that menthol under the pussy, and they like, ooh, what the fuck is this?
See, my thing was the girl the first time a girl gave me, not the first time, second time, because the first time we don't want to talk about that. That was like very inappropriate. First time a legit girlfriend went down on me, it wasn't a matter of coaxing her, because I think she was the one that suggested we do this. But do you remember those little ice cream cups with the fudge in them and the little
vanilla,
the little wooden spoons?
Yes,
right.
Tony's.
This is what she went to get. She got it out of the fridge and she came back to the bedroom and she kind of put it on my thing and went to town on it, which I think is what stems my fetish for having some food. some reason, I like it when whipped cream is getting used. There's some little honey, something that you can taste some stuff off. There's something hot about that. Am I right?
I actually thought you were going to go with, she took the little wooden spoon, got a rubber band, hooked it around your balls, and just kept on snapping.
She started twisting it, just fucking
snapping you with the spoon. And then
she's
took the ice cream, put it all over, and went down.
I think at that time we were so scared of getting knocked up. I mean, she was the one that I think put 2 condoms on at once. You ever had that?
In case one breaks, the other one should be still working.
But don't they say that when you do that, more friction,
Yep.
and it tends to like break them both or some shit. Either way, she would run to the bathroom after we would fuck and fill it up with water. And like look at it.
You didn't use spermicide condoms back then?
Oh yeah, we did. But it was just like, but she just still had this paranoia that some little fucking swimmers got through. You know what I mean?
I'm so fucking old. So Ramsey's.
Did that exist when you were?
Ramsey's condoms actually first came out when I was like 16, 17 years old. And we would go in and buy those. They were like 29 cents a piece. They would sell them individually at the drugstore. And the greatest thing was it was reservoir tip and spermicide in there. So it was a little lubed, so you got the action. But if you knew if it was going to slip off or some shit like that, you were protected.
Did you ever... This is going to be some dastardly shit, okay? This is going to be some shit that you probably shouldn't say out loud, but I'm going to say it out loud either way. You ever start off with a condom on and then just midway just fucking lose it and keep going?
Oh, because usually it's her going like, fuck this shit.
Yes, I've
and all
had
of a sudden
that
you're
before.
raw, and then all of a sudden you're raw dogging or whatever.
Raw dogging's the shit.
You know, so it's kind of like, all right, now you get to be our age, and
I can't, you can.
That's where I was going with this, the damn vasectomy. So 10 years later, because let's face it, 10 years ago.
Was it 10?
10 years coming up on my 50th birthday, which will be my 60th. I gave myself the vasectomy for...
Can you imagine me with a vasectomy?
No, because you don't... But I was like, do things change? Do you feel the same, I think when it comes to it or anything else?
I think G-Dub said it years ago. She goes, kid, you with the vasectomy, you'd have very venereal disease there. I think it is my brake pedal. I've had opportunities to do some shit, and I've held off because no, I would love to fuck the shit out of this chick, but she is like 27 years old and she is fucking fertile as fuck, and I don't want to knock her ass up.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with anal, man, because a little bit of that shit drips down from the ass. Hate to break it to you, it can still happen.
God damn it.
So let her swallow.
Yeah, just swallow and you'll be fine.
Yep. Titties and the face. Or the back.
But back to Daphne DeLorean.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm kidding. I have to say I respect her because she's hot as fuck still, even though she squirted out 3 kids. Still smokes. In fact, I think I don't respect her just because she stopped her podcast. No, I could be wrong. She could still be doing a podcast under a different name. Mm-hmm. Whatever. All I know is that name was a straight up porn star name. Am I right?
Oh,
Come on. That's a straight up porn
anything
star
with
name.
Daphne.
Daphne DeLorean. Ooh.
Anytime
fun.
you throw that car name towards the last name,
Yeah.
that is like, hey, what's your porno name going to be? The car you drive and the street you live on. Do you remember those?
Who's your favorite cartoon character? Daphne. And what kind of your favorite car? DeLorean.
Yep.
You win.
Mercedes.
Okay, we're in for a few minutes here. Do you want to do refill?
Yeah,
Take
we're gonna do a
peak
refill.
break.
Yeah.
Let's play some tunes here. Before we begin the next one, I want to make sure that we're adjusting our audio and stuff. Just
I'm going to
make
close those windows because we keep on getting noise from outside. Also.
Yeah. Either way, what I'm going to listen back to what we got going, and then we'll be right back in just a few minutes here with more GDS Goin Deep Show, motherfuckers.